Sunday, January 10th, 2016, 10:35 p.m. Put in a different memory card, larger memory card from the 16 I just took out. Continuation.
Going on in here. A lot of people living in this city coming together. And you're right in the middle of it all.
There's one television station covering the stories that affect you. That means a lot to us. YNXS.
WJZ. The songs you grew up with from the 80s and 90s and the greatest hits of today. Your music. Today's 101.9.
The results are in. Xfinity from Comcast delivers America's fastest internet, according to 60 million consumer tests run at speedtest.net. Faster than the competition. Files just can't keep up. You'll enjoy reliably fast speeds on all of your devices, even during peak hours. Start doing more online in less time with Xfinity. Ask how to get the fastest internet today, or get started with the X1 triple play for $89.99 a month for a year. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit Xfinity.com today.
This is the home that you made. This is the first piece of furniture that you didn't assemble yourself in the home that you made. This is the bowl that holds the pasta that breaks the diets in the home that you made. This is the chair that holds the friend who needs to put down his phone. And this is the mess that makes you wish you had a dishwasher. But well, it's time for charades. This is the home that you made with Home Goods. Unique finds, amazing prices, all to make home yours.
What connects us? In your neighborhood where you live, it's WJZ.
Erica Chan's target is a 16-year-old girl named Natalie Roth. She was taking out the trash in the alley behind her apartment and witnessed a murder. No, I'm breaking protocol here, but she's been living under the alias Rebecca Taylor. Who knows that name, Rebecca Taylor? She's one of the girls coming back from that volleyball trip. Yeah, we reluctantly agreed to let her go on this trip for school. We thought we could keep her safe.
A young girl witnesses a murder and she and her entire family end up in witness protection.
The murderer in question is a lieutenant in the Chinese triads. They made sure 3 other witnesses turned up dead in the last year alone.
America Chin's trying to make that an even 4.
She managed to track down a witness, hijack a plane. How far will she go to kill Rebecca Taylor? The triads don't like to be disappointed. She will kill her mark or die trying.
Like Artie's squeaky car, the missing plane's in-flight entertainment system communicates at a very high frequency. We should be able to hear that frequency over the white noise generator, so the plane's squeaking. We just need to listen. Exactly. And using the ground stations and satellites, we should be able to hear it.
Well, what exactly are we listening for?
Anything transmitting at 30,000 feet.
Wait a minute, guys. We have a bigger problem here. Anthony Briggs, the co-pilot, he's got an implanted insulin pump. It communicates with the receiver using radio frequencies.
You're right. The white noise generator would interfere with that.
Which is definitely not good. I mean, his device could just decide to empty its contents. We're talking a lethal dose of insulin for the co-pilot.
Would the co-pilot even know what was happening? I mean, could he stop it? Not until it's too late. We need to find that plane and get that man to a hospital.
Avery, I have more bad news.
Of course, but this can't be right. They've got us hundreds of miles off the shoreline and we should be heading in for a landing.
Anthony. Yeah, sure. Anthony. We got it. We've located the plane's entertainment system's frequency. We found flight 272.
All right, pull up a live satellite image of its location now.
Let's confirm, Colonel. Send them out. Pentagon scrambling fighter jets. Should make contact with their airline pilot within minutes.
What is Erica Chan waiting for? She's on that plane. She's within striking distance of her target. If she'd already killed Rebecca Taylor, she'd want that plane to land as soon as possible. Why is that plane still airborne?
You're right, the longer she's in the air, the higher the chance she gets caught. Erica must know that.
And covered several failed attempts to hack the WITSEC database. That's not how Erica got the flight info. Instead, she found a weak link. A low-level marshal fell victim to a classic spearphishing campaign.
Think the flight transporting the witness.
What about the witness's name?
I don't see it anywhere here. Wait, that's what Erica's waiting for. She doesn't know who the target is.
That's why she diverted the plane with the flight plan hacked. She wanted to make sure she had enough time to locate her target.
Rebecca Taylor's traveling with the volleyball team. Marshall would keep his distance, tailing rather than draw attention. Marshall's not sitting with the witness.
If Erica has identified the marshal, he's in danger. We need to find a way to warn him.
I may have a way to do that. The same in-flight entertainment system we use to track the plane is equipped with passenger-to-passenger texting.
Yeah, those things do way more than just show movies. You can use those to shout with friends or the drinks.
Use it to send the marshal a warning. I'm on it.
Checking the manifest. All right, I got it. He's in seat 7C.
Yeah, wait a minute, though. We don't know what's going on up there. And instead of warning the air marshal, we might be alerting Erica to the fact that we're on.
That's a risk we have to take.
We got a response. Give me the witness's name or I'll drop the plane out of the sky.
Erica got to the marshal. We're too late.
This hijacking just turned into a standoff at 30,000 feet.
Yes, sir. Pass that along. Fighter pilots have made visual contact with Flight 272's pilot. They were escorting him in for landing.
Make sure they're aware of the situation. Report any change in status. We don't know what Erica Chan is capable of. She said she could drop that plane.
And see how to know life having bitch jacked it up over 3.0 at 10:42 p.m. Those bitches do this shit every fucking day. Premeditated attempted murder.
How did Erica just do that?
Only thing I can think of, hardwiring through the plane's entertainment system. She must be issuing commands to the thrust management computer. Eric has control of the engines.
A security researcher claimed to have done it successfully, but the airlines are all denying that it's possible. Typical big business. Deny the problem and hope that it goes away.
How do we stop Erica Chan?
We're already in communication with the in-flight entertainment system. I should be able to kick Erica off.
And if that doesn't work, what's our backup plan?
Well, worst case scenario, the pilot might be able to pull the onboard computer, but that would leave the plane with only partial hydraulics. But he should have full control of the engines again.
It would make the plane tough as hell to fly. I feel like a school bus is late. You need to be an incredibly skilled pilot to bring that plane down safely.
With the co-pilot sick, he would have to do it all by himself. That doesn't help his chances.
Artie's right. The only way to ensure Erica Chan can't take control of the aircraft is to pull that computer.
Artie, I need to know exactly what happens if you unplug a commercial airliner's onboard computer in flight. If we go this route, I don't want any surprises.
Yes, ma'am.
Raven, try to kick Erica off. I'll buy you time.
Okay.
Promise to pose a message to Miss Chan. This is Deputy Director Avery Ryan, FBI Cyber. It's time to negotiate.
Give me the name and we all go home. Doesn't sound like she's interested.
She sounds in control, but she's panicky. Talking to the FBI couldn't have been part of her plan. Give me the name. That means that she didn't get the witness's name from the marshal. She is out of options. She needs an out. Let's see what happens if we push her. Erica, it's over. You failed.
Either I kill the witness or I kill us all. Your choice.
Mark?
What's
opportunity for some snow showers. So in the meantime, dry weather will continue. As we kick off your Monday, it's all sunshine, but it's going to be deceiving. It's going to be a blustery day, and it's going to be a much colder day with high temperatures struggling to get out of the mid-30s. Here's our next front. This cold front is going to swing through on Tuesday, and this is going to set us an opportunity for a couple of snow showers. Now, not much moisture associated with this front, but I think we are certainly in line to see a snow shower or two later Tuesday. Here's how this plays out on the future scan. Clear skies to kick off your Monday, so clear and cold Monday morning. It's actually going to feel like the teens when you head out the door Monday. By the afternoon, temperatures should climb into the 30s. Nothing but sunshine for us on Monday. Now, on Tuesday, as that front comes through, those clouds will fill in. That's the case Tuesday morning, and then here comes that opportunity for some snow showers. As you can see, the snow showers will be brief, so no accumulation expected. Right now, 2 snow showers in our forecast by Tuesday evening, and then clears us out by midweek. So behind that front, another blast of Arctic air by Wednesday. So here's how your Monday plays out. It's going to be downright cold in the morning, with temperatures in the 20s. As we head through the afternoon, still breezy and sunny, with highs struggling to get out of the mid-30s. Looking ahead in the forecast, you will notice Tuesday has that opportunity for a few showers. Highs make their way into the 40s. Coldest day on Wednesday with highs struggling to get above freezing. Then we're in the 40s with another round of showers by the weekend. Jeff?
And you can access the very latest information when severe weather hits right on your cell phone. Just download the Fox 45 weather app and just search for WBFF in your app store.
Well, there's cameras everywhere, and you'd think that people would see them.
A sneaky thief caught on camera. The unusual place he hid a snake while he walked right out the door. And another lawbreaker caught in the act. How much jewelry this woman is accused of stealing and the tool used to link her to the crime.
Value City Furniture.
Quite a while before he's ready, but our Subaru Legacy will be waiting for him.
The longest-lasting midsize sedan in its class. The 2016 Subaru Legacy. It's not just a sedan, it's a Subaru.
Ever since we created the 4 for 4 meal, we've seen your posts, we've read your tweets, we've liked your likes, so we're keeping 4 for 4 going with a Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, nuggets, fries, and a Coke for just $4. It's the best way to get more for 4, now at Wendy's.
I'm Jerry Bell II.
And different third.
I'm like a big bear. He's my little cub. This little guy is non-stop. He always want to hang out with his friend. Got to be prepared to sit at the edge of your seat and be ready to get up. There's no deep couch sitting. It's definitely not good for my back. This is the part I really don't like right here. What's that? It's a Swiffer wet jet. It almost feels like it's kind of fun. It comes from my floor. This is Deep Couch City.
Deep Couch City.
I want to play a game with you. Do you like games?
I do. A brilliant game.
Watch this.
Becomes a deadly game.
Play to the bottom of the building.
There's 6 charges. You could take out the whole block.
There are innocent people here.
She just earned the ball. Your smothered girl with daddy issues.
When a rich guy starts hitting on you, it's the answer to a mother's prayers.
Let's have dinner with him.
Thank you, Jesus!
The new mom, Ben. Don't miss the new comedy that will have everyone asking,
Where you been, huh? Korea.
what in the halo is wrong with her? Angel from Hell, right after a new mom, CBS this Thursday.
Brutal blizzard this weekend.
Another polar vortex coming.
Snow apocalypse. Winter is here. Are you ready? No matter what winter throws at you, you can power through it. Nissan's family of crossovers with intuitive all-wheel drive. Bring on winter. For a limited time, choose Rogue. 0% financing for up to 60 months. Or get a $289 per month lease on Pathfinder. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
For the Girl Scout meeting. Okay.
What's up, kid?
For the Girl Scout meeting. How many meetings are you having?
At Giant, prices are down, savings are up, which makes the checkout lane victory lane. My Giant. And pack your pantry this week with Progresso vegetable classic soups for 88 cents each and San Giorgio pasta or Giant tomatoes for 88 cents each.
Toyota is a Reader's Digest most trusted brand. Take Corolla, ranked the most dependable compact car by J.D. Power, with Bluetooth standard and available navigation and make to keep you connected. Now lease a Corolla for just $149 a month, or buy one with no interest financing for 5 years. Corolla helps you get the most out of your drive. Just ask a friend who drives one. Toyota, let's go places.
What connects us? In your neighborhood, where you live. It's WJZ.
Pilots have been given shoot-down authority. Plane gets too close to a metropolitan area will still under Eric Kachan's control. Fighter jets will fire.
Speed they're traveling?
That's less than 10 minutes.
Raven,
I'm working as fast as I can.
even if I do succeed, there's a bigger problem. Once I kick Erica off the plane system, there's no way of stopping her from hacking back in.
We need someone on board to get her computer away from her.
I'm gonna need that computer.
Fighter pilots have taken tactical positions, armed with short-range air-to-air missiles. They will fire on that plane to save lives on the ground.
Tell them to hold off as long as they can. Raven, why is that plane still falling?
Looks like Erica Chan's final act of vengeance was to zero out the plane's thrust.
The pilot won't be able to overpower the autopilot.
We're out of options. How safe is it for the pilot to unplug that computer?
From what I can tell, if the pilot disconnects the onboard computer, he should be able to regain full control of the engines without any undesirable side effects. But he'd have to readjust fast.
That's our plan. How do we get the pilot that message?
The entertainment system can't communicate with the cockpit.
Jets may have a way to pass that along.
This doesn't work, nothing will.
Fighter jets are prepared to fire. Pilots regain control of the plane.
Good work, Mr. Steve.
Good guessing, really, but thank you.
And most importantly, I'd like to thank everybody who brought us home today. I couldn't have done it alone. It was nice to know we had a great team on the ground watching our backs. They're the ones who helped me land my aircraft safely.
Should I get you a coat?
Oh, no. I was leaving, I promise. I Just finishing up. It's a patch for the in-flight entertainment system. Get that to the FAA, and air travel will be safe once again.
Thanks, Artie.
It was a hell of a day. I'm still buzzing from that victory. I was gonna go grab a bite. Can I buy you dinner?
Are you asking me on a date?
Well, you're a powerful, beautiful woman. You bet I am.
Artie, I don't date our consultants.
I get it. I understand. Wait. Does this mean I'm a consultant?
But you have to promise that you'll call first, because I can't guarantee that the agents in the lobby won't see you or your cart as a threat and they shoot you.
I understand. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Artie, we're the FBI. We just handshake. All right. Good night.
Good night.
I don't think that's that bastard should be going around or something like that.
How do I look?
Sharp. Nice wheels.
Sort of, yeah. Is it cool if I borrow the drift force? Yeah, man, no problem. But I thought Rosalind could make it. Well, she couldn't, but we made other arrangements. Figured, who needs patience when we have technology? So I'm taking her on a video chat tour of DC at night.
Nice.
Okay, she's ready. Sure, good? Oh, you got this, Grimmy. Okay. Hey! Hey, how are you? Okay, ready? Ready to get started? All right. This is C-Talk. You remember C-Talk, okay? These are my friends.
Hey.
Say hi. Hey there. Oh, this is Artie. Artie's just leaving.
Oh, hey. Want me to walk out?
No.
Our little crummy. Got himself a video chat mate.
Showing up from afar and then going for the kill. That boy, Crummy. That's my dog.
WJZ next. The Powerball jackpot keeps rising. What are your chances at $1 billion? Another officer charged in Freddie Gray's death goes to tomorrow. The jury selection next.
We all want to be healthier.
Not all wrinkles are the same. Some wrinkles, like the vertical ones, make you look sad.
Revitalift from L'Oreal.
All right, everybody, listen up. This order's just come through. Parrish has been in the wind long enough that she's taken another hostage. From this point on, all law enforcement agencies...
You invited us here, remember? So you could say that line of crap.
Injections. Serovital sells for $99.
Have that done before. You can do it.
Fox 40.
It's time for a moment of celebration.
Bridgewater to Adrian Peterson, the NFL's leading rusher, coughs it up. Seattle recovers inside Minnesota's territory, leads to the head 10-9 Seahawks. 26 seconds left. Blair Walsh can win it for the Vikings. 27-yarder wide left, just like Billy Cundiff. The Seahawks advance to play Carolina in the divisional round. 10-9 final.
It's my fault. I don't care whether you...
Permanent solution to hair.
Plan with no contracts, no commitments, and no overage fees. With Plan.
January 21st on the CW Baltimore.
You're being watched. The government has a secret system. This is the bowl that holds the pasta that breaks the diets in the home that you made. This is the chair that holds the friend who needs to put down his phone. And this is the mess that makes you wish you had a dishwasher. But oh well, This is the home that you made with Home Goods. Unique finds, amazing prices. Home to make home yours.
This is me talking to La Policia. This girl totally sweating me. And I don't even remember taking this one.
You realize this is a job interview.
I know. I wanted to show you how proficient I am in social media.
We'll be in touch. Excuse me. Hello.
Hi, I'm just following up on the interview.
Impatient. Dim and impatient. Hunger keeps inventing you. Maryland's news station.
$1 billion. The Powerball jackpot reaches new horizons. Will the odds be in your favor to claim the largest jackpot ever? Good evening, I'm Marcus Washington, and here's what people are talking about right now. That Powerball jackpot just keeps growing. The bad news, no one won last night, but the good news is that you still have a chance of winning the jackpot. The prize now breaking another record, reaching $1.3 billion for Wednesday's drawing. WJZ is live. Amy Yancey with more of the people pressing their luck to win big. Amy.
Marcus, as you said, no winner at all, but someone in Maryland's Eastern Shore came really close, hitting 5 of the 6 numbers. That means the jackpot is even bigger, and it's still up for grabs.
Your winning Powerball number, it is Lucky 13 tonight.
But luck isn't on anybody's side just yet.
And see how that bitch turning up to almost a 4.0, 11 p.m.
And with no winner, the jackpot is now $1.3 billion.
And you can hear the 11 o'clock news on Channel 13 in the background talking about the Powerball, $1.3 billion.
With the rush of people banking on that billion.
Well, if you're not in it, you can't win it.
Store clerk Robin Cole said she's never sold as many tickets.
We took turns on the lottery machines so we wouldn't get too tired, and it was just nonstop, people in and out.
Everyone is talking about what they would do with the money.
I'd probably buy a house in a couple states. Maybe one on each one in Alaska, California, Florida, Maine.
Lottery officials say you have a better shot at winning the money if the machine picks the numbers for you. The odds are slim at nearly 1 in 300 million. But if you suddenly become a billionaire,
start assembling your team. You're going to need a lawyer, an accountant, and a financial planner.
The Powerball jackpot has been growing since November after 19 drawings in the multi-state game without a winner.
This is uncharted territory. We never thought it was going to get to this amount. I don't think anybody has. It's crazy. And it could go up again.
And more ticket sales means there's a higher possibility that someone will win because there are more number combinations in play. But of course, we'll have to wait until Wednesday night to find out. Reporting live tonight, Amy Yancey, WJZ, Eyewitness News. Back to you, Marcus.
All right, Amy, hopefully we're in that number. Well, Powerball is played in 44 states as well as the District of Columbia, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico. Well, in less than 24 hours, the jury selection is set to begin for the trial of Officer Cesar Goodson Jr., one of 6 officers charged in the death of Freddie Gray. Goodson faces the most serious charges related to Gray's death. He was the driver of the transport van during its trip to the Western District Police Station back in April. Gray suffered a severe spinal cord injury and died a week later. Prosecutors have revealed little about the case they plan to put against Goodson. Now, he faces charges including second-degree depraved heart murder, which carries a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison. Stay with WJZ this week for complete coverage of the latest developments involving the officers charged in Freddie Gray's death. We will keep you updated on the start of Cesar Goodson Jr.'s trial. Baltimore County Police are investigating a fatal hit-and-run in Dundalk. This happening around 7:30 tonight on North Point Boulevard at Cove Road. Investigators say the driver of the vehicle involved did not stay at the scene and the victim died. Now, there's no word on the age or the gender of the victim at this time. The suspect's vehicle is believed to have damage to the grill area. Anyone with information on the accident is asked to call Baltimore County Police. And city police are searching for a man accused of shooting and sexually assaulting a woman in West Baltimore. Investigators say that woman was walking on North Carey Street when she was approached by a man wearing a mask. Police say that he forced her into an alley and then to the back of an empty house where he raped and shot the woman. She was taken to the hospital where she was listed in serious condition. Anyone with information is asked to call city police. And a deadly shooting involving two state troopers now has investigators saying it was a suicide attempt. The troopers were responding to the 600 block of Lombard Road in Rising Sun for a home invasion. Inside that home, they found 45-year-old Christine Lucas, who pointed what appeared to be a handgun at the troopers. She refused to drop the weapon. The troopers opened fire, striking and killing her.
They were in fear for their lives at that time, with her pointing a gun at them, and after ignoring their repeated commands to put the gun down.
And I just looked out the window 2 minutes ago. FBI bitch in the gray Honda Accord. Probably her bitch ass baby daddy, co-worker, boyfriend over there with that no life having bitch. And these are the fucking levels. At 11:05 p.m.
Police say the victim and suspect got in a fight in this Pike Park Plaza shopping center, and that's when the gunman opened fire. 20-year-old Brandon Wardell Ward shot at least once in this Catonsville parking lot late Friday night.
Sad. Really is. Really is. It's time.
The scene. Plus, as lawmakers look to take action on police reform, the I-Team's Jane Miller uncovers new details about what happens when you file a complaint against a Baltimore City police officer. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Kyrie. We will get to those stories in just a minute, but we're going to get started with the arrest of two teens in connection with the robbery and murder of a Baltimore City man. Both teens are charged as adults. Police say that 17-year-old Antron Eldridge and 16-year-old Daquan Middleton were part of a group that attacked a 29-year-old man along Old York Road Saturday night. The victim, Robert Ponzi, was riding a bike at the time. He died of stab wounds. Homicide detectives say his bike was stolen. They are looking for more suspects in the case. Baltimore County Police are looking for a driver who struck and killed a person walking in Dundalk and then took off. It happened at North Point Boulevard at Cove Road around 7:30 tonight. The victim died at the scene. Police have not released details on the suspect vehicle. The city detectives are trying to track down leads in a brutal crime. Police say a woman was raped, shot, and left for dead on Saturday night. According to investigators, the victim was walking along North Carey Street around 11 o'clock when a man wearing a mask grabbed her from behind. She told police that he forced her into an alley behind a vacant house and assaulted her, shot her, and then took off. She's in serious condition at a hospital, and so far, investigators say they haven't been able to track down witnesses. Police are planning a news conference about this case on Monday. Jury selection in the trial of Baltimore police officer Cesar Goodson is scheduled to start tomorrow. Goodson is one of 6 officers charged in the death of Freddie Gray. 11 News reporter Vanessa Herring is live tonight at Mitchell Courthouse with details on what we can expect. Vanessa.
Well, Kai, the big question right now is, will Officer William Porter testify in Goodson's trial? We're waiting on a final ruling from the state special court of appeals, and that ruling could have a big effect on the case against Goodson, who was the driver of the van Freddie Gray was riding in. Right now, Officer Wood.
Right. For the future. A constitutional right to do it, I find it grotesque.
Penn did and didn't do. El Chapo's where he should be.
But he may not stay there, since El Chapo has demonstrated his ability to break out of 2 Mexican Supermax prisons.
I can't believe it.
You don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't have to. I got 3 words for you. It wasn't me.
Extradite El Chapo to the U.S. to face drug and murder charges. Legia J, WJZ Eyewitness News.
The extradition process could take months as Guzman's lawyers fight to keep him in Mexico. Well, new poll results out tonight show Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders closing the gap on top rival Hillary Clinton. The poll shows the two neck and neck in key battleground states of Iowa and New Hampshire. Now in Iowa, Clinton has a slim lead over Sanders, 48 to 45%. Former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley with just 5%. In New Hampshire, Sanders is on top with 50% to Clinton's 46%, with O'Malley barely making a mark in the polls. Now today on Face the Nation, Clinton says there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, John, you know, these polls go up, they go down. I stay pretty focused, as I think we all should.
on what we have to do to build on the progress of the Obama administration, but go even further. And that's why I've outlined a very significant agenda to raise wages and to take on the gun lobby and to be, making America safe in every way that I can.
The flow of traffic on two of Baltimore's more traveled roadways could see a change. That's depending on the results of a recent study coming at the request of people who live near both St. Paul and Calvert Streets. For 60 years, it's been one way for drivers on St. Paul Street and Calvert Street in downtown Baltimore. That could all change after a $140,000 study looking at ways to improve the flow of traffic while addressing the concerns of people living and working near the two streets.
We're going to consider the results of the study, the impacts on residents, the impacts on traffic, the impacts on parking, the impacts on businesses, the results of the survey. We're going to consider a number of things before we make any final decision on how we're going to move forward.
What will happen at this point is unknown, but more than a year of information has been collected.
We're going to post the data and the study results on our website for the community and the public to respond and submit their comments.
When WJZ asked people what they thought of the idea in the beginning of the study,
I would rather keep this way than doing two-way. I understand, they're going fast, but during the busy time, they're slow anyway because the traffic.
If they change the parking on the side of the street, that might change things. It's hard to say with the way it is right now, parking on both sides of the street.
I don't know how they would do it. I mean, the streets are pretty tight around here, so that would require perhaps a lot of restructuring.
So for now, the direction of the plan leaves people waiting to see what will happen. And the final decision is expected by mid-March. So how long will gasoline prices, or how low will gasoline prices go this year? AAA says that the national average price of a gallon of regular gas is $1.96. Folks in 10 southern states are paying $1.75 or less. In some states, a gallon of regular has dropped to $1.42. Tumbling oil prices combined with a strong refinery capacity could push the price of gas to $1 a gallon in some areas in the middle of the year. Now, that hasn't happened since 1999. So here's a look at the prices here in Maryland right now. We are paying an average of $1.96 for a gallon of regular. That's down a penny from a week ago. And take a look at what we were paying a year ago, $2.32 a gallon. It feels good to pay less. Well, coming up on WJZ's Eyewitness News, flames and freezing temperatures, how firefighters continue to battle a blaze at a popular pub in Nebraska. And more tension in Oregon, an update on the armed group that took over the federal wildlife refuge. Federal law enforcement nabs the so-called jogger jewelry thief. New details on who she is and how they caught her.
Temperatures rapidly drop overnight, and that will set us up for a much colder week. I'm meteorologist Chelsea. Run those details and more straight ahead in your exclusive First Morning Forecast.
Eyewitness News continues with Marcus Washington and First Morning Weather with meteorologist Chelsea Ingram, covering the stories that affect you. It's WJZ, Maryland's news station. Closed captioning is sponsored by Home Paramount Pest Control, the leader since 1939. Call 888-888-HOME for a free inspection. Home Paramount Pest Control. We don't like bugs either.
For the Girl Scout meeting. Okay.
What's that, Kate?
For the Girl Scout meeting.
How many meetings are you having? At Giant, prices are down, savings are up, which makes the checkout lane victory lane. My Giant. And pack your pantry this week with Progresso vegetable classic soups for 88 cents each and San Giorgio pasta or Giant tomatoes for 88 cents each.
He's been called a hero, fighting for women's rights. Chris Van Hollen, a perfect 100% lifetime rating from Planned Parenthood and pro-choice groups, a champion for equal pay for equal work. And when Tea Party Republicans tried to take away access to health care for women and their families, it was Chris Van Hollen who led the battle to stop them.
A lot of people can talk, but they can't deliver. Chris can. I'm Chris Van Hollen, and I approve this message.
Lexus of
Experience the newly enhanced L Certified program during their winter collection sales event going on now. Save on this exclusive collection of pre-owned vehicles with special lease offers and low 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Plus, all L Certified vehicles come with a new unlimited mileage warranty up to 6 years and a complimentary maintenance plan. Experience the winter collection sales event at Lexus of Towson and come see why we continue to be the area's #1 destination for luxury.
Toyota is a Reader's Digest most trusted brand. Take RAV4 with a 5-star overall safety rating, available all-wheel drive, and plenty of room for your life's adventures. Now lease a RAV4 for just $199 a month, or buy one with no interest financing for 5 years. 90% of RAV4s sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. That's Toyota dependability. Just ask a friend who drives one. Toyota, let's go places.
It's 39 degrees and mostly cloudy in central Maryland right now. The complete first warning weather forecast is coming up. Well, fire crews in Nebraska stay on the scene 24 hours after a pub burst into flames. While people were having lunch inside on Saturday, flames were shooting from the building. Crews were still battling the blaze in sub-zero temperatures this afternoon. When the fire was finally put out, the pub was covered in a sheet of ice. One person went to the hospital with minor injuries. The cause is still unknown. Well, several groups in Oregon tried to reason with the armed militia holdup in the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge. Pacific Patriot Network and the Idaho 3 presenters arrived at the refuge armed with guns. They presented leaders of the militia with an Articles of Resolution which addresses their complaints about federally owned land. Those groups say that they were hoping to start a dialogue, but the militia told them to leave. Well, caught on camera and now by the cops, the feds finally catch up with a woman who robbed at least a half-dozen jewelry stores in multiple states. Mark Strassman reports for WJZ.
The FBI says this video shows 24-year-old Abigail Lee Kemp mid-robbery, locking the front door of a Jared jewelry store in Mebane, North Carolina on January 4th. She had allegedly forced 2 employees into a back room at gunpoint and zip-tied their hands before helping herself to the store's pricey jewelry. Authorities say Kemp and this man are behind at least 6 jewelry heists in Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Kemp often dressed in workout clothing, but for some reason never hid her face during the robberies. She was caught shortly after the FBI released these surveillance photos and videos. It's unclear whether this man, her alleged accomplice, was also arrested. According to social media profiles, the 24-year-old modeled for at least one photo shoot and once tried out for an Atlanta lingerie football team. Kemp and her accomplice cased their targets and chose locations close to highways for quick getaways. Lawrence Borghini is an FBI special agent.
These are very well-planned jewelry store robberies. They're not just walking into the jewelry stores. They have some knowledge about the industry.
Kemp is expected to show her face again tomorrow morning in Atlanta, inside a federal courtroom. Mark Strassman, CBS News, Atlanta.
The FBI says they were able to capture Kemp thanks to multiple tips from the public. And tonight, police are searching for the vandals who spray-painted Donald Trump's campaign headquarters in Massachusetts. The brand new headquarters was covered in red and gold spray paint this morning, reading "Pig" and "Go Home Trump," along with several other profanities. Now, the spokesperson for Trump's campaign says that they're upset, but they are grateful to the volunteers who helped clean up today. The Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks battled the wild card round of the NFC playoffs, but the real story was in the stands as fans braved frigid temperatures. You can see right here, everyone bundled up in this game, some people with their entire faces covered. The temperature at kickoff, 6 degrees below zero, the 3rd coldest game in NFL history. Talk about some diehard fans.
And all you could see, even the players, is breath. It looked so funny watching that. Oh my goodness. Well, we do have some chilly air heading our way. It's going to be moving in overnight. So a rude awakening tomorrow compared to what we dealt with throughout the day today. Here's a look at what you can expect, not just tonight, but for the next couple of days or so. Temperatures are going to be rapidly dropping as we head into the overnight hours tonight. We'll be dropping into the 20s for our overnight lows. So the winter cold really returning in a big way even as we start the week with highs only in the 30s for many days. A snow shower or two will also be possible on Tuesday. Not expecting any big accumulations. We'll talk more about that though. 39 degrees currently at BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport. The official high temperature today, that was right around 63 degrees, and that is 22 degrees above average for this time of year. 36 degrees in Frederick. We have 38 in D.C., 38 in La Plata, 42 in Easton, 39 in Cambridge, 42 in OC, and 40 degrees currently in the Rock Hall area. Our weather watchers at this hour checking in the 30s and the 40s. We have James out of Elkridge, says it's right around 38 in his backyard, 35 according to Jack in Glenwood. Stephen Kingsville at this hour checking in at 37 and 43 according to our weather watcher Gary, and he lives in Annapolis. So as we head into the overnight hours tonight, look for lows in the 20s. 26 for that overnight low in Baltimore, 23 in Westminster, 24 in Frederick. Plus we have a wind, and that's going to make it feel even colder as we head into tomorrow morning. 31 in D.C., 29 for that overnight low in Annapolis, 29 degrees in Easton as well. So here's that big core of cold air that affected that game in Minneapolis. It's 5 below there right now. We've got 6 degrees in Chicago, 12 in Cincinnati, 18 in Detroit. This cold air is going to be pushing into our neighborhood, allowing those temperatures to rapidly drop overnight and only letting us get into the 30s for our highs on Monday. Here's the bigger picture on satellite and radar. We're tapering to a few snow showers in the mountains. Otherwise, we're quiet. We did have a shower that moved through earlier this afternoon, but we'll be dry as we head into the overnight hours. And that's going to lead us to plenty of sunshine on tap for your Monday. Despite the ample sun, it's still going to be very chilly out there. As we head into Tuesday, a little bit of a different story. We'll see more clouds. A front makes its way through, and that could bring us a snow shower to the region, so that's something we'll be keeping a very close eye on. Certainly not expecting any major accumulations. For tonight, 26 degrees, chilly and breezy with those clearing skies. Tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. It is going to be brisk and much colder compared to what we dealt with throughout the day today, with a high right around 37 degrees. Here's a check at your 5-day forecast. Going with a high of 43 on Tuesday with a chance for afternoon and evening snow shower. 30 on Wednesday, 41 on Thursday, and 47 on Friday. Marcus, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Chelsea. And make sure you check in with Lynn and Marty tomorrow morning on Eyewitness News, starting at 4:55 for the updated first warning weather forecast. And coming up next in sports, it was a wild start to the NFL playoffs. Who's going home and who's moving on? Highlights from today's matchups next.
What connects us? It's first warning weather. It's WJZ.
Brutal blizzard this weekend.
Other polar vortex coming.
Snowpocalypse.
Winter is here. Are you ready? No matter what winter throws at you, you can power through it. Nissan's family of crossovers with intuitive all-wheel drive. Bring on winter. For a limited time, choose Rogue. 0% financing for up to 60 months. Or get a $289 per month lease on Pathfinder. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
Your attention, please. The massive $50 million inventory elimination is selling fast at Ashley Furniture Home Store. Now, additional discounts have been taken on all furniture and mattresses. Don't wait. It's first come, first save during the $50 million inventory elimination at Ashley Furniture Home Store.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you? How about one of our delicious Reuben sandwiches, loaded with your choice of tender corned beef or oven-roasted turkey breast? We top them with sauerkraut and Swiss cheese, drizzle on our Thousand Island dressing, and toast them to perfection on your choice of freshly baked bread. Don't miss the corned beef Reuben and the turkey Reuben. Both won't be here long, so try one today. Subway. Eat fresh.
This is our team. This is our house. And when you're here, it's game on.
Tune in Sundays at 5:30 on WJZ.
Choice, choice, and more choice.
My Spencer. Dresser, mirror, chest, queen panel bed, and nightstand. The complete bedroom, only $9.99.
Want more choice?
Get the dresser, mirror, and queen storage bed. Maximum storage, minimum footprint, still only $9.99.
Want even more choice?
All available in white, black, or cherry.
That's an extreme choice.
My Spencer bedroom. Any way you like it. Just $9.99 every day of the year. Untouchable and only at My Bob's Discount Furniture.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine.
loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission. At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is. What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it is AA MCO. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free.
Smile. You're gonna smile.
After Hair Cuttery's giving you the look you'll love, you can't help but smile. Hair Cuttery's Smile Back Guarantee. No small print, just big smiles.
Texting while driving causes 500,000 injuries each year and makes you 6 times more likely to get into an accident than driving while intoxicated. Get the message? CVS cares.
Visit your local Ford dealer today.
And the first round of the NFL playoffs are in the books with the final game featuring the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. The Redskins were first on board, getting to Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers in the end zone for safety. Following a field goal, the Redskins extended their lead with a 24-yard touchdown pass from Kirk Cousins to Jordan Reed to put the home team up 11-0. But it didn't take long for Rodgers to rediscover his postseason magic, hitting Devontae Adams for a 10-yard touchdown and lead. The Packers took control in the second half, scoring 18 points, including this 2-yard touchdown from Eddie Lacy. Packers win 35-18 and will play Arizona next week. And to the earlier wild card matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and Minnesota Vikings, the two teams battling in sub-zero weather conditions in Minneapolis. To the game action in the fourth quarter, Seahawks trailing by 9. Russell Wilson connects with Doug Baldwin for the touchdown. Seattle cuts the lead by 2 points. Now under 2 minutes left in the game, Vikings trailing by 1. Teddy Bridgewater finds Kyle Rudolph for a big gain down the field. That helps set up the potential game-winning 27-yard field goal by Blair Walsh. And then he misses it wide to the left. Seahawks escape with a 10-9 victory. And a homecoming from Maryland women's basketball coach Brenda Frese as the Terps travel to Iowa to take on the Hawkeyes. Frese grew up in Iowa. Now, the Terps had no problem with the Hawkeyes to put the end to their 25 home game winning streak. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough scored 19 points, and Brianna Jones had a double-double as the Terps cruised to a 76-56 win. Maryland is now 3-1 in the Big Ten. And we'll be right back.
What connects us? In your neighborhood where you live, it's WJZ. That must have been some sale, Patty.
Jim just had to have it. We saved big, you know?
I had to have this.
Wow.
Love all of this.
It lights up everything.
This holiday season, see your GMC dealer and get something you really want. Now get this low mileage lease on this 2016 Acadia for around $299 per month. GMC, we are professional grade.
Value City Furniture presents how to make the most of every moment. First, take any moment and make it your own. Then go to Value City Furniture. You can always find furniture that makes any moment perfect. Perfect. And that's how to buy the perfect piece at Value City Furniture.
What is advanced today? Copiers? Yes, but much more. We improve bottom lines with smart stuff like tools that allow personalized printing.
Look, Billy, it has your name on it.
And proactive managed IT, so IT issues never reach your desk.
It's perfect.
The stuff is at the picture. We are advanced, 15 years strong. And whether you're a startup or the Baltimore Ravens, we're here to serve 24/7 and free you up to be that next big thing. Advanced, we live and breathe this stuff.
Value City Furniture presents how to binge watch TV. A whole season of your favorite show just dropped online? The ultimate comfort sectional from Value City Furniture can take it. Perfect. And that's how to buy the perfect piece at Value City Furniture.
WJZ next week. The second trial is about to begin. The officer who drove the van goes to court. The evidence, the testimony. We'll be there connecting you with the most complete coverage. It's WJZ, Maryland's news station.
You've upgraded all your old technology. So what about this? It's time to get into the new with Ford. New is EcoBoost technology. New is a foot-activated liftgate. New is tougher, stronger, and lighter. New is Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get into a new Focus, Fusion, or financing for 60 months, plus $2,000 trade assist cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Every day, you have the opportunity to help somebody and impact their lives. At MedStar Health, we are truly an integrated system. The best people, the best programs, all working together.
This is the dream team, it really is.
They're expert doctors, they're caring doctors.
That's the beauty of MedStar.
You're gonna get the best.
Toyota is Reader's Digest most trusted brand. Take RAV4 with a 5-star overall safety rating, available all-wheel drive, and plenty of room for your life's adventures. Now lease a RAV4 for just $199 a month, or buy one with no interest financing for 5 years. 90% of RAV4s sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. That's Toyota dependability. Just ask a friend who drives one. Toyota, let's go places.
It's probably one of the most famous homes on the planet, and it's soon going to be up for sale with an unusual catch. Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion is expected to be listed within the next month. The asking price for the home? At least $200 million. However, this is a stipulation. Hefner would continue to live in the home until his death. Something to think about. We'll be right back.
WJZ next week. The second trial is about to begin. The officer who drove the van goes to court. The evidence, the testimony. We'll be there, connecting you with the most complete coverage. It's WJZ, Maryland's news station.
Ice! What ice?
Donut. Uh-oh, better get Mako. For a limited time, Mako's half-off paint sale starts as low as $2.99. Mako, America's Body Shop.
I always thought that I was in pretty good shape. In 12 weeks, I dropped 18 pounds. I feel really, really good and really, really strong. I was like, oh my God, I'm the weight I was in junior high school.
Join Gold's Gym now for just $1 and $9.99 per month. It's the great winter event from Apple Vacations. Winter is the hottest time for travel, so reserve your place in the sun before all the best flights and hotels are gone. Save up to 40% at Bahia Principe Hotels and Resorts. Experience the winter sun in Jamaica, Punta Cana, and Riviera Maya. And it's all included. Airfare, hotel, all meals, all drinks, all tips, and more. Book by January 28th and save hundreds. Call your travel agent or go to applevacations.com today.
See the phenomenal new production of the world's greatest love story, The Phantom of the Opera.
Premiering at the Hippodrome Theater January 27th through February 7th. Visit BaltimoreHippodrome.com for tickets now.
Medical malpractice is the third leading cause of death in America. Medical errors also result in permanent disability and harm to countless patients. I'm attorney Tom Yost of the Yost Legal Group. If you suspect that you or a family member is a victim of a hospital or medical error, call 1-800-YOST-LAW. We hold negligent doctors and hospitals accountable. If we take your case, there is no fee or expense unless you recover.
Call the Yost Legal Group at 1-800-YOST-LAW.
Smile. You're gonna smile.
After Hair Cuttery is giving you the look you'll love, you can't help but smile. Hair Cuttery Smile Back Guarantee. No small print, just big smiles.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you? How about one of our delicious Reuben sandwiches, loaded with your choice of tender corned beef or oven-roasted turkey breast. We top them with sauerkraut and Swiss cheese, drizzle on our Thousand Island dressing, and toast them to perfection on your choice of freshly baked bread. Don't miss the corned beef Reuben and the turkey Reuben. Both won't be here long, so try one today. Subway. Eat fresh.
One of the biggest things for me is my family. By doing the 12-week challenge, my whole family motivated me, and I think that's a huge part of my success. In 12 weeks, I lost 47 pounds.
Join Gold's Gym now for just $1 and $9.99 per month.
Ice. What ice?
Donut. Uh-oh, better get Mako. For a limited time, Mako's half-off paint sale starts as low as $2.99. Mako, America's Body Shop.
What can access? It's first warning weather. It's WJZ.
And that's that's our report for tonight. For Chelsea, I'm Marcus Washington. Thanks for watching Eyewitness News on WJZ, Maryland's news station. Have a great night, great week. We'll see you here later.
Hands of stone. Third pass he dropped.
Where's Frank? It's getting kind of late.
Yeah, he slipped away after Max said something came up. Come on, go for it. Let's go.
They gotta go.
They gotta go.
On behalf of Jet fans everywhere, I'd like to thank the three of you for becoming cops and not coaches.
They get the first down here, they win the game.
Or they lose it if they can't convert. The smart play is a cop and corner kick.
No.
What's that?
Punt inside the 5-yard line.
Mom, you are so weird.
I grew up in a house full of guys. What do you expect?
Great, they're punting.
See? See? What did I say?
Off and corner kick.
Hey, Francis.
There you are. Guys, it's time to wash up for dinner.
What's in it?
You're missing a hell of a game, Dad.
Heard it on the radio.
Been gone a long time. Is everything okay?
I'm fine. Where do you get a beer around here?
Let me hear you guys. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
That was a great dinner tonight, wasn't it, guys? Yeah. Lively conversation, as usual.
I particularly like the way you so subtly worked in our little neighborhood halfway house situation into the discussion.
I thought your father should know that the state of New York put a home for criminals a few blocks more. His grandchildren play, that's all.
He knows, and you know he knows. Come on, he's the police commissioner. He's not the governor. There's nothing he can do about it.
What was with your father anyway? He seemed quiet.
Hey, he does the same thing every Sunday. He sits there, he groans, he grunts, and then he says one little thing. What? Come on, he's always...
I noticed more so than usual, you know?
That's sin. I didn't notice anything.
Take it easy. Let me help them, all right? And then we'll deal with you. Do it! All right.
Before I had the shooting, burning pins and needles of diabetic nerve pain, these feet served my country, carried the weight of a family, and walked a daughter down the aisle. But I couldn't bear my diabetic nerve pain any longer, so I talked to my doctor. And he prescribed Lyrica.
Nerve damage from diabetes causes diabetic nerve pain. Lyrica is FDA approved to treat this pain from moderate to even severe diabetic nerve pain. Lyrica may cause serious allergic reactions or suicidal thoughts or actions. Tell your doctor right away if you have these new or worsening depression or unusual changes in mood or behavior or swelling, trouble breathing, rash, hives, blisters, muscle pain with fever, tired feeling, or blurry vision. Common side effects are dizziness, sleepiness, weight gain, and swelling of hands, legs, and feet. Don't drink alcohol while taking Lyrica. Don't drive or use machinery until you know how Lyrica affects you. Those who have had a drug or alcohol problem may be more likely to misuse Lyrica.
Now I have less diabetic nerve pain, and my biggest reason to walk calls me Grandpa.
Ask your doctor about Lyrica.
85% of men say eating right helps prepare them for a healthy future, but up to 90% fall short of getting key nutrients from food alone. Let's do more. Add One-A-Day Men's Complete Multivitamin with vitamin D and magnesium to help support healthy blood pressure. One-A-Day.
Would you like to win the Publishers Clearinghouse $5,000 a week forever prize? $5,000 a week for February 26th, win forever.
I think the reception for this product is overwhelmingly positive. This toothpaste, Sensodyne Repair and Protect, can actually repair and protect sensitive teeth. And as long as they brush twice a day, every day, then they can expect to continually have that reparative layer of protection against sensitivity. Sensodyne Repair and Protect has clinical evidence showing how effective it works. I know that dentists recommend Sensodyne Repair and Protect.
The flu virus hits bacon with aches, chills, and fever. There's no such thing as a little flu, and it needs a big solution, an antiviral.
So when the flu hits, call your doctor right away and up the ante with antiviral Tamiflu. Prescription Tamiflu is an antiviral that attacks the flu virus at its source and helps stop it from spreading in the body. Tamiflu is FDA approved to treat the flu in people 2 weeks of age and older whose flu symptoms started within the last 2 days. Before taking Tamiflu, tell your doctor if you're pregnant, nursing, have serious health conditions, or take other medicines. If you develop an allergic reaction, a severe rash, or signs of unusual behavior, stop taking Tamiflu and call your doctor immediately.
And see how the no-life having bitch headed jacked up? I just finished taking a shit.
The most common side effects are mild to moderate nausea and vomiting. Anti-flu, go antiviral with Tamiflu.
Hey, where's the sleep? As soon as these guys are done, we'll get out of here, right? Okay? Hey, guys! Come on.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Figure it out.
I need 2 minutes with Jack. I'll be right back. Hey, Jack. Thanks for coming home, dropping us.
The bitches probably had it turned up over 4.0 while I was taking a shit. Premeditated attempted murder. Because those bitches don't have a fucking life and I'ma bury their ass. The cars, the tags, and them. You already seen one bitch. The black weave hit bitch that drives the gray Honda Accord Maryland tag 7GBR03. I'ma get the rest of them, mark my words. I'm just getting started. Those bitches been using that shit on me since late 2011, early 2012. I've only been able to document as of May 2014.
My money says he gets popped in the morning. If he does, I'm gonna pop him. All right, babe.
Stop.
I promise you I'm gonna get it.
Stop
What
talking.
do you mean stop talking?
Just stop talking, please. Stop.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? What is wrong?
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. But the boys, you know, they were right there, Frank. They saw the whole thing.
Yeah, no, Danny told me. How are they now?
I don't know. Stunned, I think. Jack has been quiet.
Well, give it some time. It'll tell you what they need.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Frank. Can I ask you a question? I want to know, would you have done anything differently?
Not a thing. Call me if you need anything.
Okay.
Where were we?
Chief Hunter's authorization request to run his undercover across the river in Newark.
You'll have to wait. I'll be down on 13 with Garrett.
Well, what do you mean he's not in the system? And I'm telling you you're missing something, so run him again.
Danny, they ran it 3 times. There's no DNA match.
Where's the holdup with this hospital? Why can't I speak to my victim?
They're checking with the doctor now.
Tell him that it is an urgent NYPD matter, okay?
You don't think I told him that already?
Well, then tell him again. Okay, we got no DNA match, we got no surveillance video. There's one way we're gonna find the shooter. If their patient, my victim, tells us who the hell was trying to hunt them down like an animal in the street last night.
I will tell them that as soon as I'm off hold.
Great. You at least get a name on the victim?
Carl Patrick.
Good. Can you run him?
No, I didn't run him. I just got it. Can you give me a break, please?
Kick him in the shins, Jackie, like I used to.
Hey, Aaron. Hey.
What are you doing here?
It's nice to see you too, Daniel.
It's been a tough one, okay? Forgive me.
I heard. How are you doing?
Fine.
Fine. You look fine.
What brings you down here?
Took a statement off a robbery caller downstairs. Buy you a cup of coffee?
Yes. I'll be back.
I'm sorry, he's in a meeting. May I take a message?
Ian?
No, he's with you.
Baker, one of us needs classes.
He said he was going down to your office.
I haven't seen him all day.
It's Detective Baker in the commissioner's office. You got a 20 on the PC? Okay, thank you. The commissioner has left the building.
Let me ask you a question, Aaron. When did you become the supervisor in the DA's office?
A couple years ago, why?
No, it was 3 years ago. In those 3 years, how many times you been down to the squad to take a statement from a D felony robbery caller? You never done it. So what's going on now? Huh? Did Linda tell you to come talk to me?
No, she didn't. Hey, she just told me what was going on between you guys. I thought maybe I could help.
We're fine. We're fine.
Hey, you're not fine. And even if you were, she's not.
Look, do you really want in the middle of this right now?
I'm your sister.
Yeah, and you should know more than anyone that if someone takes a shot at my family, I'm taking them out. End of discussion.
Technology.
Sorry, Mom. This is really all about.
President Obama will have more to say on his gun control initiative when he delivers his State of the Union address on Tuesday.
Coming up, creating campaign ads.
Who's the next con?
Released from prison last week.
What was it, a hit? Is he a mob guy? What?
Worse, he's a child molester.
Unbelievable.
Shouldn't I know you?
I don't think so. I was working at a boys' soccer camp upstate when I got. Look, I'm not proud of what I did, but I'm better now. I got help inside and healed.
Man, and what about Wyatt? The little boy you raped. You think he's better now? You think he's all healed?
I don't expect you to understand.
I don't understand.
But I paid my debt to society.
Yeah, well, someone out there thinks you shouldn't have your life, and I can't say I disagree with them. Now, you said you believed that the guy chasing you around with a gun last night was this boy Wyatt's dad.
Bruce Richmond.
Yeah, Bruce Richmond. But you also said when you left the halfway house, you saw someone come chasing up behind you with a mask on. So how can you be sure it was Bruce Richmond?
Every day I was in prison, he sent me a letter saying he was going to kill me when I was released. And this morning he sent those.
Time's up. Love, Bruce.
I take pictures of sunrises, but with my back pain, I couldn't sleep and get up in time. Then I found Aleve PM.
Aleve PM is the only one to combine a safe sleep aid plus the 12-hour pain-relieving strength of Aleve.
I'm back.
Aleve PM for a better AM.
People are both soft and strong, which is why our products are too. Angel Soft.
Your attention
in fleets. The massive $50 million inventory elimination is selling fast at Ashley Furniture Home Store. Now additional discounts have been taken on all furniture and mattresses. Don't wait. It's first come, first save during the $50 million inventory elimination at Ashley Furniture Home Store.
The WJZ Mobile Weatherline, powered with state-of-the-art technology. It's first warning weather in your neighborhood. Tracking storms or weather happens. It's WJZ's Mobile Weatherline, powered by the Baltimore area Chevy dealers.
Wow, the internet is crazy fast here.
I know, right?
God, so nice to have everyone over.
Hi.
I just laid an egg. Does anybody want it? Joey, you want some gasoline?
Yes, please.
Mom, guess what? I married a clown and we're having tiny little clown babies. I just brought a hammer.
With internet fast enough for everyone, your guests might get a bit carried away. In the past, it fires.
Life without having to worry about what's going to hurt my teeth, if it's going to be too hot or too cold, if it's going to have ice in it. Digital sensitivity is easier. Just use the toothpaste. Sensodyne works. That's all you need. Done.
After trying Brookside Crunchy Clusters, Carly B tweeted, "At this point, I should just be a Brookside Chocolate ambassador." Well, I am sorry, Carly. It's something you earned. Brookside, talk about delicious.
Crispy M&Ms are back.
What are you doing?
You said to tell our fans crispy M&Ms are back.
Not those fans.
Did you mean this fan?
No.
What about that one? There's a fan in the break room. Oh,
So good, they're back.
He's been called a hero, fighting for women's rights. Chris Van Hollen, a perfect 100% lifetime rating from Planned Parenthood and pro-choice groups, a champion for equal pay for equal work. And when Tea Party Republicans tried to take away access to health care for women and their families, it was Chris Van Hollen who led the battle to stop them.
A lot of people can talk, but they can't deliver.
Chris Canada.
I'm Chris Van Hollen, and I approve this message.
We put our lives in the hands of medical professionals every day. But what happens when doctors and nurses make bad decisions that may affect you and your family for life? I'm Karen Evans, a registered nurse and attorney at the Cochran firm. If you think you or a loved one is the victim of a medical mistake, put our resources and experienced attorneys on your side. We'll help you get the justice you deserve. Call the Cochran firm today.
Oh, I think it stinks. Being a public figure, I would think you're used to being recognized. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. Or accept it. You've been a cop all your life. Cops aren't public figures. They're public servants. And I'm not a cop anymore. I'm a civilian employee. When I became police commissioner, I had to resign from the NYPD. How do you feel about not being a cop? I miss it. That's a lot to handle in 5 years. You lost your wife, you lost being a cop to become commissioner, and you lost your son. This isn't about that. If you say so. That's not why I'm here. Why are you here? You tell me. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. You under a lot of stress lately? What I meant, as I think you well know, was, are you dealing with more stress than usual? Well, let's see. We have a rapist targeting teenage schoolgirls, unexplained rapid rise in subway crime, and another threat level increase out of D.C. No more stress than usual. Have you tried any sleep medication? We don't do that. Who doesn't do what? Reagans don't take drugs. Oh. Is there anything else Reagans don't do? This. Frank, you're an intelligent man, and I have no doubt you are capable of successfully deflecting.
11:54 p.m. I'm gonna stop the video.
As I suspect you
and get ready to go to bed.